All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set. 54. Mark 54.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
No. Six guard. Check six guard. Switch. Check 52. Get it.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Watch the shift. Check 26.
Now Ito Smith, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down.
Got it.
55. Mark 55.
Silver. 80 weapons. Check 37. Hey, Haywood.
On first and 10, Riley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Greystone, Travis. Smooth. Here we go.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Bravo.
Mike 55. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Mike, 55.
Throwing again, Riley. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch the safety. 3.
On on second down. Here's Henry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At the 40-yard line.
Mike, 45.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
One.
Mariota now to throw on first down. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shit. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Kennedy. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
3.
Mike's 50.
I want that. Give me that ball.
Mariota now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
One.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Let him know.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got his target. That's more. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's just me and you.
One.
In your face.
Go. 45 to Mike. I got it.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's taken in by Canale. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
3.
45, 45. Buzz, 45.
You ain't going nowhere.
Again, it's Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Next to score, Titans 7, Falcons 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, wait.
That's all right, that's all right. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Deuce, 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 deuce. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Whip, 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 whip.
Watch Leo, Leo.
Check 49, check 49.
Snap.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
Buzz.
Let's go, baby.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Big Griffin.
On the run, it's Smith. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, Wahoo.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Mariota on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
He's coming. We got double.
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for the Titans. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Falcons nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Too little, cupcake.
Mariota. And this is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here we go.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Throwing, Mariota. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
One.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. They can't hang zoom, fellas. Let's go.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
First down, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Echo.
Mariota again. They will find Davis. That's complete. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
3 yards. That's another Titans first down. First down and goal to go.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
47 to Mike, boys. 47. Check. 47. Crunch time, defense.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 3-yard line.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
One. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Throwing is Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next the score, Titans 14, Falcons 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
All day. All day.
From the gun, Riley. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Riley, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Charlie.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Riley looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Mike's 47. Check.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
Get him.
Mariota now from the 50. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tighten up.
1. 45.
Mariota. That's complete to Butler. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mike 50.
Rip right.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 45 to Mike.
3.
Here we go, D. Wow. Boom. Here I come again.
Here's Mariota. This is Butler making the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 50. Orbit.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
21. Falcons, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
2nd and 5. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey!
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, what?
Yes, yes.
54. Mike, 54.
Record. Mike 5-4,
Hey,
Mike.
Alpha.
Mike 5-4.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Get that quarterback.
And I...
2nd and 3. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, let go.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I don't think you got it, son.
There.
Operating from the gun, Riley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
One.
Mike's 50. I'm going to come back to you. Mike's 50. I got him. Hey. 50. 50 to Mike.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now Mariota. Open man completes it to Butler. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
Tackles. 47's the Mike, boys. 47. Check. 47. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Mariota. Open man, Butler complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Strong left. One.
Time to go. Night. 45's the mic. Hey, Alpha. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
45 mic. 45. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Throw left side, caught by Butler. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mariota now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10.
One.
And that'll set them back 5.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
3.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 7. Let's go.
Go Mike 50. Mike 50. Here I come. Mike's 50.
One.
All day, every day, any day.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
To the air again, Mariota. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike's 50.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Now Mariota. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's third down.
And 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Push him back. Push him back.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line. Out of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Three. Check. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Ain't no such thing.
Bravo.
We're taking wins home.
50's the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
One.
Here we go. 50. Charlie.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota is going to fire one, and this is caught inside the 5. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Mike 50. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 50. One. 50 to Mike. All day, just like that.
To throw Mariota. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Both sevens to Mike. Both sevens to Mike.
You must be getting top smoke.
Mariota now. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0.
Makes the score Titans 28, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. About the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run.
Hey, orbit.
Switch it. Come on, switch.
6-6, bullet high.
Safe.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Looking to throw. Riley. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now a give, right side. Bourne. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got wide. I got wide. Switch, switch, switch.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They're going.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Titans' 38-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's get some penetration here.
Hey, zoom.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Come on, D.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 2. And his throw here is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Check.
Topper, topper.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch.
Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Haywood.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
No chance.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
It's been a long day.
Go.
Mike 54.
Smooth.
54. I'm on. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
We own them.
Back to throw. Riley. He wants it all for the end zone. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Mariota on first down. It's caught by Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
One.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now! Bravo!
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
2nd and 9 now. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And now we'll get a stop. Here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready, set.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
I can't believe they let you.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hatchet.
On 3rd down, it's Vaughn, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Hustle.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
35. Single. Mike's 50. Hey, here we go.
Throwing, Hundley. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
What partner they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Bang! 61, matchbox lights. Ready?
Following the fumble recovery, Riley, this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the 6. Pull it. Now. Big air. Delta.
Now Hundley. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can. Take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
Mike 54.
Stay with your man.
On 1st down, Riley. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
218, chopper. Put up.
Safety's creeping. Right there. 54. Right
Go.
there. 54, Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play outside deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Back to the air on second down. Riley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Riley. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Go, 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 go.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On fourth down, Riley. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done as you noted, and they did.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. I got you, boy.
Throwing on first down, Riley. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Exit.
Mariota. And he's got to hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mariota now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Yeah.
Throwing, Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One. Mike 50, Mike Foxtrot. Come on, man. Get out of that. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, tank.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You gonna get this. You're all mine.
One.
The mic. 47's the mic.
You don't exit.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47.
In the face.
Mariota again. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bring it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we go, D.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
To throw on 3rd down. Riley. Cooper's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, Riley. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You don't want it.
Go.
Mike's 5-4.
Check Mike.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Ready.
To throw again. Riley. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return. But the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Rabbit.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
He wasn't ready.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Watch twist.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike. Let's go. Mike is a 15. Check Mike 15.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Don't say nothing.
Watch one.
45's the Mike. Come on. Pick up the ball. 45, Mike. 45.
It's a party now.
2nd and 14. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Kill.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, foxtrot.
First down.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, Riley, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, Delta.
55. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Throwing again on second and 10. Riley, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but two incompletions since.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". 6-man.
Looking to throw. Riley. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
54 Mike.
Hey, echo.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey.
Who that?
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
So we got man.
Throwing on first down. Riley. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch the pass.
Right there. 54, right there.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, watch the slant. Mike's 54.
Throwing again. Riley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check. Roll out. Crunch.
Back to throw. Riley. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Haywood. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Army. Army.
Hey, check Mike. Watching the grind.
On 4th down, Riley. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
On the ready. Mike. Check. Yeah.
There's the part.
Smooth.
There's the part now. Hey, watch out. Check Mike.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Titans, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.